Hey, if you like pondering spooky tapes and you ever wondered what would it be like if they talked about video games or played Dungeons and Dragons instead, why not try our other shows? We got Press Start Turbo, where we talk with people from the games industry like the Dredge developers and check out games you tell us to play. Perilous Storytelling, which is our sci-fi, fully sound designed D&D campaign with an original soundtrack by yours truly. And Please Stop Talking, where we just shoot the shit and just hang out. You can find all of our shows on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. And now on with the spooky show.
In the deepest and darkest of woods, where not even the light of the moon can penetrate, two vile creatures indulge in dark delights and have conquered their comrades into capitulation. Now they wander these lands watching scary cinema, and there's a good chance you're next. Mandalore and Billy invite you to ponder some spooky tapes.
Welcome back to Pondering Spooky Tapes.
Oh, wow.
Today we're talking about Gooby. Oh.
It's been so long since I've yelled that much watching a movie.
I hate. I was promised Critters 4. I was told, Brendan, we're recording Critters 4. You gotta be there. And I was like, fuck yeah. That's a movie I used to watch with my grandpa every day. We used to visit him, me and my brother. We'd go and watch our grandpa. We'd go and hang out with our grandpa. We'd watch all 4 of the Critters movies, and they meant a lot to me. Even more than Tremors, even more than a lot of other movies. And then Billy decided to goob me.
If it's any consolation, I feel like I goobed myself.
Everyone was goobed.
We were all goobed. Everyone was Goob, and I am Goobu the Fool.
So, 2009's Gooby. I did not do any research. I've never seen this movie.
You saw a big bear named Gooby and bought it.
You saw a big bear named Gooby and said, holy shit, Springlock Hagrid.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally nothing to it. I just spliced in Gooby at the start of Critters 4. There was nothing to it, too. I did like the shittiest fucking job ever. I feel embarrassed to even try
the year and place with Goob Town 2009.
That's all I fucking did because I didn't know anything about the movie, so I couldn't even fucking think of a joke. So that's all I did, and then it switched from fucking Critters to Gooby. Then we watched Gooby. Now we're here talking about Gooby. My throat is sore. I think this might be the movies where we have yelled the most during a commentary track. This was like genuine fucking anger, fear, happiness. It was
a roller coaster of emotions.
Billy was so worried about how angry I was that Billy messaged me to make sure I was okay during the first 10 minutes.
In the first 10 minutes, you literally went on a fucking thing and said, I used to watch this fucking movie.
And I did,
with my
but
grandpa.
the anger was like 50% of
Why
it.
would I know?
You tricked him, so you were getting tricked back.
I had to trick you back. I had to emotionally manipulate me because I had to emotionally manipulate you because you manipulated me.
I guess. I mean, now I can't do it. The thing is, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore, though. I can't do an April Fool's prank anymore.
You're still gonna do it
on this show. No, I'm not.
I'm saying that annihilation idea. There's something to that.
Yeah, if you want to learn about the annihilation idea, listen to the commentary track. By the way, this is a bonus episode. Commentary track is free. Go fucking watch Gooby.
Go watch Gooby because
it's on YouTube.
God.
It's on YouTube. It's the most we've ever screamed at a movie. It's incomprehensible. It's fucking.
I am genuinely
so
surprised that there is not a video that is 38 minutes long of somebody yelling Gooby, shaking their fist in the air yet. That's how fucking ridiculous Gooby was.
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Where do we begin?
It's so simple. It's at first, it's just kid is moving to a new town, right?
It's not that simple though, because that's what they immediately introduced the Hoonies.
Hoonies never even come up ever again. Hoonies never come up ever again.
The Hoonies are just Garden of Band motherfuckers.
What was that?
So Willie
Band motherfuckers.
Willie is moving Willie moves.
Yes.
Willie afraid of the Hoonies. Hoonies get Goonies. Goonies get Gooby. Now we have Gooby.
Holy, you sound like fucking YouTube kids. I can't deal with this Cocomelon plot.
Skibbity Riz, Ohio, got Gooby. Gangnam Style.
You actually sound like one of those kids that would say that unironically, but the thing is, that's what this movie is like.
This movie was like having my head shoved up Blippi's asshole.
Did they ever explain the Hoonie that popped up for 3 seconds?
No! There's just at one point a fucking CG Hoonie that shows up and they're like, oh yeah, there's a fucking...
So the Hoonie is, they're like evil creatures, I guess. And for 3 seconds, there's a rendering of a Garten of Banban character that kind of screeches. And then...
and then he hides in the shower.
Yeah.
It's a two-headed beast.
It was the Callisto Protocol again.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
This was a mimetic
God.
hazard directed directly at me.
This is fucked because I didn't even watch this fucking movie beforehand. I just kind of fucking I just saw it. It was called.
This is a cognito hazard about mascot horror and band and like dad
And
issues
fatherhood.
and
Oh
like
my God.
fucking Pennywise almost clown-esque antics.
The movie was designed to kill Brendan, and Billy fucking dartboarded
and I
it.
survived, bitch.
He survived. He's really strong. He was evil. He was evil as fuck.
All I'm saying is, if Gooby didn't leave and latch himself to that little girl, Gooby would have taken Willie to Epstein Island. All I'm fucking saying.
We have to explain what Gooby is.
Gooby's a fucking bear.
We have to clarify he's the
Gooby
bear.
is Springlock Hagrid. That's all they need to know. It's Springlock Hagrid.
He's just a bear played by Robbie Coltrane.
Hey, you're a wizard, Harry. Where are you going, Hagrid? Don't worry, Harry. I always come back.
The wiener.
He's a burping and shitting fucking bear.
That was one scene.
Eugene Levy is there. He wrote fish books.
We have to break this down better. It just sounds like a
No,
psychotic.
we're just going to
stream of
say things that
consciousness.
happen. Gooby chews.
Why weren't they Gooby snacks?
Why weren't they
Gooby snacks is right
Why were
there.
they Gooby
So
chews?
I did find only one thing while doing research because I did try to do research, but I don't know why. Surprisingly enough, this movie just doesn't have any behind the scenes anything.
Of course it doesn't. Gooby was probably real.
There's only one thing, and it's the fact that this movie was made on a $6.5 billion budget, US. It was not at all.
It was not $6 billion.
Oh, sorry. It was like goobillion dollars. 6.5 goobillion, but it only made $3,000 at the box office.
$6 billion.
I could only find a New York Times archived page called OK Internet. Show us on the doll where Gooby touched you by Liz Shannon
Gooby
Miller.
touched me in my magoobla oblong Gooby.
The titular giant bear whose stalking of this little boy makes him a prime candidate for To Catch a Predator.
That's true.
Because every time Gooby and the boy are on screen, it plays a love ballad.
When they're in the kitchen and Gooby keeps throwing wieners at him.
Gooby literally has
The
a
wiener
tub
fight.
full of hot dogs and he throws warm wieners at this child. He throws warm wieners at Willie. Gooby throws warm wieners at Willie.
That's because he doesn't want to eat the fucking, he doesn't want to eat
He
the
wants
broccoli.
Goodwill marshmallow cookies and he wants them now.
He doesn't eat the hot dogs. He rubs his feet on him.
Another fantastic quote from this article is, Gooby too closely resembles Pedo Bear, the internet's mockingly used mascot for pedophiles.
Did we mention that this movie came out in
we did.
2009 and it looks like it's from the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
It absolutely does. It looks fucked.
The style of clothing, all the sets, it looked like a movie that had sat in a vault for 20 years.
And I'm pretty sure it probably
But the actor
did.
was born in 94, because Brendan looked it up.
No, it didn't. I literally double checked while we were watching to make sure that the main actor, he was born in 94, so he would have been maybe 14 or 15 when this movie came
It
out.
had to have been made then.
So he would have been like 12 when it was shot, so it was probably shot in 2006.
Because he plays a kid that's like way younger than him.
Plays like a 12, 13-year-old, and he would have been 15 when this movie released because he was in another movie called Babysitter Ghost Trick or something, and he was a teenager in that, and he looked about 15, 16 in that movie, and that movie released the same year.
When I had looked up on YouTube, there was just a video titled Gooby is Nightmare Fuel. It said Gooby's a 2009 horror film directed by Stanley Kubrick.
What I love about this movie is the turning point we all had, especially me, where I was just kind of like, I was a little pissed off about Critters. Like, I was a little Critters cranky, but then I got some Gooby gumption. I got some Gooby glory.
Some Gooby goofs. And
we saw some Gooby goofs and gaffs, and I Goobied my fucking gourd out.
I think Gooby activated our fucking something in us.
Because we didn't know where the fuck it was going.
Yeah, it's the part of me that played Baldur's Gate 3 and wanted to fuck the bear.
What? Oh,
I don't want that part.
I don't want that part.
I want you to know that I lit up a cigar for this discussion. I'm smoking a stogie because I can't fucking
You're
handle. I'm stoking out on Gooby because I couldn't fuck.
Stoking? I cracked open a beer. I get you.
I literally went to my emergency fucking cigar kit and said, I'm cracking one open for Gooby.
My emergency stogue.
They should have had a scene where Gooby smokes a cigar with that kid.
Gooby should have drank alcohol with that kid. Gooby should have fucking got that kid a 40. They should have just been walking down the street drinking a big bottle of gin.
They were halfway there with his astronaut suit that had the big Saturn plastered to his chest.
Yeah.
What was the movie called that Gooby won?
Death Action 3000 Part 2.
Death Action 3000 Part 2. Fuck. And also, the one Gooby jump scare.
Oh my God, why?
Where he became Pennywise.
His face contorts.
And it reminds me of the same feeling that I had when I was a kid. And you watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and it's when they pulled her body from the burning wreckage. It looks something like this. Ah!
Large Marge
moment in Gooby.
But he was doing it to a bully who was also wearing a giant wiener costume.
There's so many hot dogs.
Oh, you're talking about Big Bruce?
Big Bruce.
Big Bruce, the bully.
When Gooby did that, and Big Bruce literally pissed himself in this 2009 family movie.
He deadass just pisses himself in a hot dog
I almost
suit.
pissed because I had to pee because it was so out of fucking nowhere.
He just oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know your dad was with you, Willie.
There are 4 shots categorically, Billy, because it doesn't matter. I want you to pop up these 4 shots in Goobies, okay?
Okay.
On my physical reference. There are 4 shots in Goobies that are so fucking out of place, it's jarring. Number 1, Gooby introduction, where he fucking Pennywises around the shed.
Oh, yeah.
What the little hands coming with his little hands?
The first moment that I knew that something was amiss, right?
Yes.
Number 2, the Gooby jump scare. No, well, was the cinema before or after the grocery store?
Cinema was before, I think.
It was before. It was before because that's when you learned.
He scared the bullies and got in with the other kids. And then they were like, haha, let's fuck around the grocery store, I think.
No, it was before the grocery store because it was just the kid and Gooby, right?
Yeah.
So grocery store was before cinema, I believe.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Okay.
I mean, okay, Brendan, you're wrong on that. The entirety of this movie is cinema.
This movie's such a string of events.
So art. It becomes fart. Scene number 2 that is out of place is when they're doing the non-chase scene right after Gooby Chew, which sounds like a fucking Pokemon. I'm not gonna fuck it. Sounds like a knockoff Pokemon that The Simpsons.
Well, they set the chase scene to point out Gooby Chew, which never came back. Like, this is important. Like, look, it's Gooby Chew. Like, I thought they'd have something later. Like, come on, Gooby, you've got to help me. I brought Gooby Chews.
The second scene that's incredibly out of place is the fucking 5 frames where the child is being dragged by Gooby and he's flying in the air. And it's a quick shot and it's literally just him horizontal in the air while the background is playing. And it's like extra shot in after the fact and added in post. And it's so fucking weird and jarring. And that's number 2 is when the boy flies.
Yes.
So we have Gooby Wise and we have the boy flies. Number 3. You know what number 3 is?
Is it the panting?
It's the jump scare.
Yeah.
It's the number 3 is the fucking Gooby jump scare. That's the next out of place one.
I thought he was going to be silly with the bully or be like, you better be nice. Like, he hang him up on a coat and be like, I can't get down.
That's what I thought. I thought
he just turns into a demon.
He turns into a demon, makes the boy piss, and then he runs away. And then the other kids are like, yo, your dad's fucking sick. He can turn into a fucking demon.
Can you get us into an R-rated movie?
And then they do.
And then after that happens, he looks at Willie and goes, I like being your dad. And then it plays the love song again.
But right before that is the 4th out of place scene where where Gooby, literally, it's the best fucking shot in the movie.
Oh, the Family Guy one.
The Family Guy cutaway gag where Gooby is hiding his face during the violent movie. And then it just fucking quick cuts to Gooby alone running out of the theater and fucking huffing and puffing. But it's a wide shot. So it just is fucking perfect, a perfect 3 to 4 seconds of Gooby going...
it just like cuts away from it.
He looks like he's gonna fucking
He looks
pass
like
out.
he shot like George Costanza after he fucked up in Seinfeld.
Oh my god! It looks like a fucking candid fucking shot from The Office. Like it's filmed from so far.
It's such a
It looks
sitcom,
like it's
man.
real.
I mean, I guess I'll have visuals, but it is like, because let's say you hear Gooby like, oh, is he a little bear? It's like, no, Gooby's huge. Gooby's fucking gigantic.
Gooby's huge, and when they showed off the Hoonie, the first Hoonie, and it was like bad 2009 CGI, I definitely thought
Yeah.
that Gooby was going to be bad 2009 CGI, and I'm so fucking happy it was practical. This practical nightmare.
Yeah. The eyebrows and like the mouth and the ears, it's like all very articulated. Gooby seems real, and he had very realistic lips. It was like Stasis Bone Totem the movie.
Oh, that's the fucking thing though. Like Gooby's fucked up because he has two features that just do not fucking work.
His fucked up deep sea fish eyes and
His
the lips.
eyes and the lips, because the lips are like dehydrated human lips. They're so fucking gross. Like, put on some fucking lip balm, you disgusting fuck.
They're dry from all the Goodwill marshmallow cookies he eats.
They are very Mandy knows what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk about the Goodwill marshmallow cookies, because those motherfuckers are dry.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, those are a Canadian cookie. Those are I know exactly what their cookies are. They're Whippets.
Yeah, but here they're
called
Goodwill
Whippet
marshmallow
cookies.
cookies.
Here,
No,
Whippets is
actually-
what we call what messed up my Uncle Nate. So
Nathaniel.
it's why he ain't normal no more.
It's a cookie by a company called Dare Canada, and they're called like Whippets, and they have like they're marshmallow cookies with jam in the middle.
First I hit up the CO2 cartridge, then I hit the Whippet.
Then I hit up the Whippet.
Then I play a Game Boy with no game in it.
That was a good moment. I fucking love that
Oh,
none of the
I
Game
love
Boys had
that.
games. That's such a gamer moment in a movie like that.
They had no games. They weren't even synced, and they were acting like they were kicking each other's ass.
Speaking of Dare, Brendan did have that good theory of like, maybe this feels like an anti-drug or like an anti-molestation
Well,
movie.
I said it feels
felt
like a-
it felt like one of those. Like, this is like an educational.
Felt like
Yeah.
a movie that you'd watch in school, like in the 90s and early 2000s, where it would have a point, but you wouldn't realize what the point was until a basketball player walked out at the end of the movie with a basketball in his hand and says, "Hi, I'm Basketball Jim.
Yeah.
Today we learned why you shouldn't fuck with bears. Good thing Gooby ate that kid's face and sucked it down like spaghetti. Just make sure if you see a bear out there in the wild, you stay away. Watch me hit this three-pointer," and then he fucking shoots the hoop.
Because there was that point when Gooby's like, hey, Willie, I want to take you into the woods to see something. And I thought for a
my
moment,
God.
like maybe.
I thought he was gonna fucking abduct him.
Yeah, I thought maybe.
He did abduct him. He took him to Silent Hill.
Yeah, he took him to Silent Hill instead.
he kind of did fucking abduct him. Now that
But
I
it
think
wasn't-
about it, he just fucking.
It wasn't malicious abducting, but he did take him to Silent Hill.
It was really weird. Hey, this is the apartment where your dad was raised. And I was like,
Look at
Gooby?
this secret. Yeah, and then he was like, like it was all decrepit.
Every boy has a secret hole.
Every boy has a secret hole, and then he just opens up a fucking hole, and then they're just like,
Every boy
Oh my-
has a secret
What the
hole.
I don't know how to deal with Gooby.
and then that's when fucking Willie just falls through the fucking floor
And hangs from a
he's
pipe for
stuck
45
in rebar.
He hangs from a pipe. The dad inevitably, like,
Rebar
Gooby
Dad.
calls him Rebar Dad, which we haven't even talked about Rebar Dad. Rebar Dad is Willie's.
No, the construction site. There's so much.
Willie,
Oh my
okay.
God.
It's this movie goes. It's like an hour 30.
It felt like
I think
3 hours.
The flow of this movie is fucking crazy. Things happen
Well,
so
okay.
fast.
Because the beginning is slow, but there's a point where every scene just becomes baffling fucking nonsense, and you can't look away.
It's like one after the other. It like does not
It's just
fucking stop.
constant Gooby moments.
It
And
is
never
literally
ends.
about like like a bear trying to help a child reconnect with his absent father.
You
Yeah.
could
Don't
not
find that
tell.
out until 50 minutes in.
Because before that, he just goes, "I liked being your dad," and it plays love music.
I like being your dad.
There's so many love songs.
First real interaction with the dad is more than halfway through the movie, where you think Gooby is going to get up to a series of construction hijinks, but it's literally just one. The kid, okay, fuck, the soccer ball incident.
the soccer ball concussion.
Oh my god,
So right after the dad scene in the cinema, Willie is playing soccer with his friends because all the kids in him are friends now because he fucking goobied them up. He gussied and goobied those kids.
With the Death Action 3000.
Up into the goob
let
hole.
him go, and it's because he let him go to a fucking.
Death Action 3000, yeah.
We saw Fuck Kill Deathman 4. Like, awesome.
Yeah.
I love Fuck Kill Deathman 4. That's going to be the next Pondering episode. Fuck you.
Can't wait.
Wait a minute here, Brendan. Wait a minute. So like at the soccer scene, Willie pushes his friend out of the way of a soccer ball, and then there's a call to the house. This is like kid is injured. This can go either a couple of ways. The parents are going to intervene and find out about Gooby. Gooby is going to go and pretend to be the kid's dad in like a fucking bear fursuit, so he can be like, "It's me, Gooby father. I'm here to pick up my son."
Don't say the Gooby father. I don't like
Goob
it.
father.
Don't call it the Goob father.
You coming to my house? You show me disrespect. You fucking take away my Goodwill marshmallow cookies. I'm gonna be your dad.
I'll give the kid a chew he cannot refuse.
Make me offer I cannot refuse. You've brought me Hoonies, and you brought me Goodwill marshmallow cookies. And I'm gonna fucking eat them.
I woke up with a big soccer ball in my bed.
Let me tell you, you brought me a big basket full of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I throw them away. And I throw him away. And I throw him away. I gotta go to my kid. He got hit by a soccer ball.
This movie might have fucked us for life.
So this is the moment where the absent father storyline really hits is kid soccer ball incident. You think that Willie got hit in the head with a soccer ball. Didn't happen. Willie didn't take a ball to his head. But Grubby,
oh my God.
He gets into the dad's car because the dad gets a call about a separate emergency at the construction work job facility. And Gooby gets into the car of the father. The car of the father goes to the construction site. Gooby gets out and he's like fucking narrating. I thought he was going to go see his son because that was the emergency. But in actuality, he had to talk about the price of rebar.
The big project at the rebar factory.
Gooby, you think Gooby is going to get up to some dubious Gooby hijinks, some dubious hijinks. And they even say
his life is that.
The whole movie is that.
Gooby shouldn't be wandering around in somewhere where Gooby shouldn't be. It's like, that's everywhere.
They literally
Gooby
say
should
that.
be dead. I want Gooby dead.
I want Gooby dead.
We should have fucking shot that motherfucker on the street the moment. Dude, nobody acts like this thing is not okay.
Fuck Gooby.
Everybody keeps acting like it's fine. But it's not fine.
To be fair, Eugene Levy's character kept trying to shoot it, but it was with a camera.
Yeah, but instead he gave a lecture on Moby Dick, which just made it a fucking whale moment.
It wasn't Moby Dick. It was Moby Dick fan fiction. You got to remember, these were 3 books he wrote and published about Flesherman's fishes.
Yeah, and that's our whale connection, which led to Big Bruce and Big Pizza fucking coming back again.
Big Gooby.
Big Gooby.
But the thing with the soccer ball incident is that there are layers of why it doesn't make sense. Because first it's like, okay, we see the kid pushing.
We didn't even mention Gooby gets up to hijinks, and then right after Willie comes home and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was fine. I pushed my friend out of the way, but like, I didn't get hurt. He got hit with it.
He did not. Yeah, he didn't fucking push him away. He's fucking lying. He pushed him into the fucking soccer ball and killed his friend. That fucker.
You see him push him away, and it has a
crazy.
reaction shot of like the ball dropping on him, like it's gonna hit him.
Yeah.
So then it's like, number one, how do you get fucking concussed from a soccer ball coming from like an angle like that? Number two, why would they call the family about the other kid getting hit with a soccer ball then? If it wasn't him.
And like there's no fucking way that a school would make him miss the whole afternoon to hang out with his friend and his friend's mom in the nurse's office. Like what in the fucking
when you get hit at school, they just go the nurse. Your friends don't come. Your friends might escort you there, but you're not fucking staying. And it's a soccer ball. And why did Gooby fart and touch his feet after throwing the wieners at him?
Why did he fart and burp a bunch during the wiener scene? He didn't even eat a wiener. He just started farting and burping.
No, he ate. No. He ate one.
Why are there 3 strategic places in the home for Gooby to hide?
Why does Gooby live next to a water heater and read Monster Hunter Prima guides?
I was thinking about this.
Oh my god, he does.
He loves Monster
Hunter.
Oh my god, do you think about how the kid doesn't just have Gooby in the shed in the backyard? Gooby is not in the shed. There is a Gooby hiding place in the basement and a Gooby hiding place in the attic.
So
have you thought about how there are 3 separate shelters for the goob?
What is just this shitty bed next to the water heater?
You could make an entire.
You could make a Dead by Daylight map with Gooby.
You could make an itch.io fucking game right now.
Gooby game.
The best part is Scooby's really pissed about his living arrangements. And he fucking
hates it
when they fight.
He does the 80s mascot thing where he fucking, when the parents are away, Gooby will play.
He does.
We have to have the fight.
And Gooby plays. Boy, oh boy.
He barely does shit. He reads magazines and watches
magazines
like, oldies.
and yanks his yerkin and sits under the fucking blanket and starts jonkling his jimmies while watching like old movies.
That's the thing. When they had the shot of him with a blanket over him, it looked like a Gooby is going to jack off scene.
Like, it looked like Gooby Gooder memes.
Oh my god, he did.
Gooby Gooder memes volume 4.
Oh no.
He had the TV in front of him, the blanket's over his lap, and he's rifling through magazines, and it was like this decrepit looking room.
Tell me about the great Jagras.
Brendan mentioned at one point that he looked like rabbit milk.
What?
Fucking rabbit milk. The fucking rabbit that's full of fucking milk that the person would smack on the wall.
Yeah, he's so crusty. He looks like somebody who was submerged in milk for the comfort of the kid.
I wish that Willie's dad had taken Gooby and dumped him in a big vat of milk and taken a catapult and shucked him in a building so he'd splat against the wall.
Do you remember the E.T. reference?
There were so many. Oh yeah, when the catapulting through traffic and it looked like E.T. After Gooby built the car. Oh, after the car.
Gooby just built a car.
Gooby made a whole car.
Because the kid drew a car.
He made a whole car.
So he went, look, I built a car. Haha.
Dude, what the fuck?
I gooped yet again. Another great idea, Willie.
We should probably specify that Gooby doesn't talk like a sweet little teddy bear. It's like Ted.
Voiced by the guy who played Hagrid.
He talks like an adult
he's just
man.
Hagrid.
It's a shittier Ted. Brendan called it. It's shittier Ted.
This is take 10 grams of salvia and tell your friends we're watching Ted. Sit down. This is the ultimate. Invite your friends over to your house. I don't care how fucking awkward they are. Invite them to your fucking house, order Little Caesars, say we're watching Ted, watch the first Ted, and then start playing Goobies and say, you guys want to watch Ted too?
Oh my God.
Fucking do this to them. This is actually the easiest way to Mandy gaslight your friends.
Yes, this is Ted 2.
You could just say this is Ted 2, and it'll take them a full couple minutes to fully register what the fuck is happening.
If you're listening to this and you're confused, I'm just gonna say it, dude.
That's the movie.
Commentary track is free. The movie is free on YouTube. Just fucking go watch the damn movie and come back to this. I deadass don't think we are even doing justice to what happens in this movie.
Because there are so many
scenes. This movie is so
just
disjointed.
Like the chase scene.
So crazy.
They have the silly chase scene in a grocery store after
for no reason because nobody's chasing them.
Though I did learn that Captain Crunch in French Canada has a translation below it that says Capitan Crunch. Right below Captain Crunch, which is extremely funny.
Capitan Crunchy.
Yeah, he just eats a big old fucking thing of chunky cat.
And yeah, so they look at cereal and then they go, whoa, let's have hijinks. And they just start running around and it plays.
Well, Goopy like fucking decidedly decides to fucking pop up into the groceria store.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. And he's just there.
Was he in the car?
No, he just is there.
They're just there.
Why is he there?
They got there.
He got there, he gooped there.
I was expecting Gooby to sing some butt rock because he had the cool shades on.
The cool
so I was like,
shades.
something musical is going to happen. He has the cool shades.
Did he have the shades on because he was having a Gooby hangover? He was having a goob over?
Maybe.
No.
Did he have too many Goodwill marshmallow cookies? So now he's all fucking clumped up in the inside.
He's clumped.
He's clumped and goobed until he's gorging on Goodwill.
We learned that he is made of stuffing. He gets cut.
He's a
he
bear.
Gets cut and stuffing leaks out and during the entire time where fucking Willie's trying to fix him up with the weird sexual music.
Well, because remember at the construction site, the only hijinks he gets to is he gets hooked on a crane.
He gets lifted by a huge crane.
And then dropped 30 feet in the fucking air. Like, the shot outside the crane where it shows an actual actor in the Gooby suit fucking hanging from an actual crane that high in the air was like, it was such a mind fuck because I was like, how in the fuck did they afford the shot for this fucking movie?
Fucking knows. The thing that's fucked though is that when he's hurt and he has stuffing coming out, the entire time he keeps mentioning how fucking much it hurts and how badly he's hurt and how fucked it is.
I hurt myself again, Willie.
He's like, oh, it hurts.
Go grab the surgery kit, Willie. William.
That means that he can feel pain. That means he bleeds.
Your goob will feel pain. I'm just thinking about a sequel, Gooby 2. Your goob will feel pain.
But it's the fact that the Noonies are never brought up again.
The Hoonies.
They had the one Hoonies. They had the one band thing that showed up, and Brendan and I were theorizing like, okay, is Gooby secretly one of them, and he's going to be revealed as one,
like
because he turns into a fucked up demon for a second.
He turns into a fucked up demon, and Willie also said that the Hoonies are aliens. But I think it was just like imagination mixed with reality and like magic powers of the mind moving Gooby and the Hoonies. But like at the same time, will Gooby emerge from the cocoon of Goobitude for the little girl that he has passed on to?
We were expecting like, is it possible this is like an anti-child molesting movie where it's like my dad's not giving me attention and I have this cool new adult friend who turns out to be this fucked up monster.
It looks like it does. It does look at one point like it's just straight up stranger.
When Gooby's kind of abducting him, I'm like, is this possible? Are they going to go there?
This movie is 1 nickel away from a dime from turning into a PSA about like stranger danger.
Yes.
It is. It fucking is.
It is a penny away from a tuppence from me losing my mind.
So I thought like Dad might show up and be like, get away from Gooby. Don't go into the secret child hole. And then
I was waiting for the dad to pull out a fucking medieval torch and to push Gooby away. Back ye beast.
I was waiting for the townspeople in Home Depot to kill Gooby with rakes and garden tools.
When the dad realizes, like when the dad fully sees Gooby and it's not just Eugene Levy trying to take a Gooby pig.
It's one of the creepiest fucking things ever, just in the darkness.
He comes out of the fucking darkness and he says, every boy has a hole, a secret hole.
And the fucking dad is way too accepting of what's happening. He's like, oh, well, yeah, you're right.
I am looking at my secret hole right now.
He's dead ass like, oh, yeah.
I do have a secret hole.
We did brush by it, but I do want to express my displeasure at the term Gooby pick, Brendan. I didn't fucking like that. I did not like Gooby pick. Eugene Levy trying to get a Gooby pick.
What? I mean, what
he was just Crocker, though. He wanted the picture.
He wants a picture of Gooby.
Yeah.
And it was just to be famous, because it had nothing to do with being a writer. He just like...
he wanted to be famous. I mean, the entire thing, they're like, oh, he wants to be famous because he wrote 3 books.
It's not even... They don't establish... They don't establish an actual arc for him. He arrives and it says, this is your new teacher. Eugene Levy talks to the kids and says, have you heard of the Fleischerman fish books? You'll be reading those. Pretty cool. You've never heard of them. Have you heard of me?
Well,
no.
I wrote
Darn it. Grocery store. He says the same thing to a clerk. Have you heard of my books? I'm Eugene Levy. Nobody pays attention.
I mean, that's the joke.
And then he like immediately is like, Gooby. Like, and he like turns around and Gooby is there. And it's like, I think we're supposed to think that's his shot at fame, but he doesn't ever establish that it is. He just does it.
He just wants a Gooby pick.
He wants a Gooby pick.
He wants it so
Eugene
badly.
Levy Gooby picks now. Don't let Eugene Levy forget that he was in Gooby. Don't you dare.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why is he in this movie?
Oh, we forgot to mention a big detail. It's all happening around October 31st, but they won't say Halloween for whatever reason. But the problem, too, is he's trying to get a picture of a bear man during Halloween, which is how they're able to walk Gooby around town because people are in costumes. Oh, yeah. And remember when they left the supermarket non-chase scene after it stopped because they went, these are Gooby chews. And then the chase scene continued.
Yeah.
And then Gooby really, really wanted that cart with that disgusting rotting pumpkin in it. What the fuck was that about?
They just run away and he just starts getting really enamored with it. Eh?
He just starts pawing at it.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Why did they fight again? It was because Gooby was sad that he was being left alone to jack off next to the water heater while the child was in school playing soccer. And that pissed Gooby off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the ending is you're growing up and you have your dad back, so you need to pass on my curse to this new child.
Yeah, he's just creepily he's like stalking this little girl in a fucking alley of a fucking hardware store, and it's the creepiest shit fucking ever. I need to play this clip again. I know we keep mentioning it, but when he goes like, I really liked that. And then Willie's like, what? Liked what? And then he just creepily looks at him and pauses and just says, I liked being your dad. And then there's just the most romantic song of all time about how locking eyes with someone is heaven or some shit, and it's just Willie and fucking Gooby staring at each other.
It's such a piece of shit.
You know, I really kind of like that.
Like what?
I like being your dad.
Why were parents offended by the farting and burping? That was one scene.
It was like nothing too.
They didn't mind him shoving his little toes in his face.
Dove.org. It's Christian. It's the Christian ratings system thing where it's like, this movie is not good for children because it's
Gooby
fart.
Gooby did waft his fart towards the child. We did see that.
He did. He just said at one point. He just says, "Oh, you want to know something?" And then he just fucking burps in his face and shits his pants.
The caption did say,
Just
dead
why?
on, burp/farts.
It did say burp/fart. It just said, "You want to see something? Shits pants."
Do you remember?
Why?
Do you remember when Willie said, a kid at my school got beaned today?
He did say that because the fucking soccer ball killed this dude, and he was like, "Oh, he got beaned."
It's like, it had to be the subtitles are incorrect. I'm like, that had to have been beaned.
Hello, Gooby. A child was
Kid got
beamed today.
at school today.
I'm pretty sure it's beaned. I think he actually did say beaned.
Gooby, a kid got beaned today. I'm really sad. What the fuck is this movie?
Are you
Gooby
okay?
today, child
No,
was
I'm
You sound
not.
like you're losing it. You sound like you're losing it even harder than us.
I'm trying to remember scenes of Gooby, and it's just like Pennywise, like flashes of him dancing, or like throwing wieners, or farting, or like running in traffic.
Gooby on the railroad tracks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gooby hobo art. That's
Gooby.
right.
Oh,
when they had the fight,
the kid got
hobo
mad
art.
at Gooby for following his dad, and Gooby runs away and then just comes back and says,
Yeah.
"We're going to Silent Hill.
Yeah, Bill,
Pack
you were-
your bags."
Bill, you weren't
They
there for
had a
that.
straight up fucking lover squirrel.
Billy went to the bathroom, and
yeah.
the second that Billy went
I
to the
couldn't
bathroom,
hold it in.
Gooby walked away with a bindle, and it started playing like "Friend Love 3000."
We were so convinced. We were so convinced there's gonna be a train hobo arc for Gooby.
We thought Gooby was gonna go beat the fucking boxcar
Oh my
children,
God.
dude.
Do you remember when
so
they geared up for
much.
their Lord of the Rings adventure? And he said,
Oh.
we're going to go on a special adventure that'll change you forever. And it played Lord of the Rings
does say
music.
I was so convinced that at some point Gooby would have a gun.
But it used the same shot of Frodo and Sam leaving the Shire where it's on the bottom of the hill.
Oh shit!
Dude, I thought that the fucking cops were going to shoot him at
Yes,
the end.
But then it's like, what's the adventure? It'll change you
going
forever.
back
And the
to
next shot
abandoned-
is a decrepit Silent Hill building.
It's father's old village.
This is where your dad lived, Willie. We've got to go in there.
This is the apartment where your father lived, Willie. We have to go inside. You have to face your dad's trauma.
I see it in my dreams every night, shits pants.
That dad's name, James Somerton.
Oh, God.
Sutherland?
What a fucking nightmare movie.
No, they can't call him Sutherland. It'd
James Sutherland?
be a copyright infringement.
Somerton is the guy who. Oh my god.
What will they think of next? Nothing, because this was Cody Bear Story's last production.
I've never seen a chase scene with no chase, but Gooby managed it.
There's literally nothing. I think this might be the first movie with.
Oh, well, technically they've done round to an aisle where Eugene Levy was, and he tried to get a Gooby pick, but he couldn't because he was fucking around with his camera too
underwear.
much.
Oh
They
yeah.
kind of ran into him in the middle of the chase scene where nothing chased them.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I found an article about Gooby.
Oh, is it the same article I found?
No, I found an actual news article about Gooby.
What?
Yeah, from Barrie, because it was filmed in Barrie.
Ontario?
Yeah. I found out Gooby information. I've been looking.
Town shuts down for Gooby filming.
Been looking. That's what I found. And it's narrated? Oh, no, it's audio. It's auto-narrated. Never mind. It's fucking AI.
Is that all it says?
It literally says, film crews are in Barrie shooting the independent feature-length film Gooby. The film is a children's feature from Coney Bear Stories, Inc., the same company that created the YTV hit Monster Warriors.
I remember
Gooby is
that.
about a 10-year-old boy and his childhood stuffed toy that comes to life as 6-foot-tall monster pal. That's as 6 foot tall Monster Pal. Wait, filmed in 2007. I was right.
Monster Pal.
Oh,
Hey, look at that.
right.
Shit, fucking got him. I knew it was filmed in 2007.
Why? What is this? What is this website?
I know, right? I'm doing deep dives. I'm very good at Google Foo.
Google.
I'm Gooby Foo. Gooby Foo.
This is just fucking nonsense Caillou talk.
Gooby Foo.
Gooby boo.
Oh, Gooby.
Truly losing it. Actually fucking losing
Gooby,
it.
we're so happy to have you at the island, Gooby.
No, stop. That's not Epstein's voice.
That's Bill Clinton's voice. That's why. Gooby, you want a doobie? You want a Gooby doobie?
Gooby, thank God you're here, Gooby. We got a mess on our hands.
Gooby, we need to pass you on to another child earlier than we planned.
Oh, God.
Be a big favor for all of us.
Oh, my God.
Gooby, I got to tell you, the ritual must be completed, Gooby.
Gooby, we can't have you throwing wieners at a kid's face on CNN. It's just not good.
Gooby, you whacked him with a warm wiener.
Oh, my God.
Gooby, we need you to go in Canada for a little while. We can't have you here. People are starting to talk about the Big Bear.
Gooby,
Gooby on Epstein Island. Standalone sequel. Oh, God.
is there
Gooby's
any
a nightmare.
Is there any movie that is good where a toy comes to life, or is it only 10?
Are you kidding? Fucking Small Soldiers, dude.
Okay, when I say
Toy
toy,
Story.
when I say come
It
to
is.
life, I mean and play an important role in the child's life, not terrorize him.
Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers that's some developmental impact right there.
Are you
Sergeant
kidding me?
Chip Hazard
Brendan.
fucking fires a nail gun through your window. You're remembering that forever.
Watch out, soldier! I am Archer, leader of the Gorgonites.
Are you shitting me that Archer, leader of the Gorgonauts, didn't fucking change your goddamn child life?
Holy shit! I found
Wasn't
another Gooby article.
I had
Oh my
that friend who
God.
had the fucking Rock'em Sock'em Small Soldier set. The one with the fucked up alligator turtle.
No fucking way.
I used to have
No.
Archer. I had a Gorgonite.
Leader of the Gorgonites.
I did not have Archer. I had the
I think I had some Burger King
what's
toys
his
of
fucking
them.
name? Captain something. Oh, were there Burger King toys? That's probably how I got it.
Oh, they had the they had a parody for that burger that Chip Hazard did, like, you can't handle the Flamin' Whopper. It was something like that.
Oh, okay.
Brendan,
no,
this is
they
your
did have
expertise.
Small Soldiers toys. Yeah.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger,
That's
Big
not
Mac
the
Whopper.
song.
It was the rodeo burger. Yeah, because Chip Hazard goes, you can't handle the rodeo burger.
Oh, I found it. I found
shit!
it.
So I got lost in the sauce of the article I was reading.
Whopper.
No, a hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper.
Whopper.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. Early in the morning.
I know these toys. I remember these.
I used to have Archer.
Yeah, no, they.
I think
they
the
did have
only
the-
Burger King toy I have is the Charizard Gold card, and I have it sitting with me at all times. It's like my oldest possession.
You're darn right, I did it. It was flame boiled and delicious.
Anyway, the art. and speaking about a big soldier, aka my soldier Gooby.
No.
Oh.
I found an article
My
from
soldier, mine.
2007.
Yeah.
October 18th from screendaily.com, which there are a couple lines from this article.
Oh.
One of them is from the president of Porchlight's worldwide distribution, Ken Dubau, where he says, Gooby is where Harvey meets Harry and the Hendersons. It's not only an
What?
endearing film for children, but a film that will amuse and perhaps even enlighten their parents as well.
Motherfucker, nothing happened.
Citing Harry and the Hendersons in any positive light is a
That
kiss
is
of death.
what an insane.
The quote from the writer Coney Bear is, this film is like the little engine that could. We have no government subsidies. The film is privately financed and independently produced.
Motherfucker, the government didn't even want.
Not even the government wanted to deal with Gooby.
I'm starting to think this, like, you know when I said it might be a fucking some weird tax shit going on behind the scenes.
I think this movie was a
I
tax
think
ploy.
this was a tax ploy.
Real quick,
I think some
It's a
fuck
tax
shit was happening behind the scenes, because if the government says no and they had to go out of their way to get funding outside of the government, and they were able to manage to get $6.5 billion
It's me,
fucking dollars.
the Goob father.
Billions.
I'm Goobillions. I couldn't stop saying Goobillions of dollars during the commentary recording.
There's no. This has to be a fucking.
This movie
fraud.
cost $2 billion.
If everybody convinces right now, we can all convince right now for a re-release in movie theaters.
No,
Let's make
we need
Morbius
Blu-ray's
2.
release
Let's make
of
it
Gooby.
I feel like even Vinegar Syndrome won't touch this.
Okay,
but because
real quick,
the
though.
tax fraud does explain the scene where Gooby's on the phone screaming about 40 million Deutschmarks.
I want
That all makes sense now.
I want you to know the very end of this article, which
Yes.
mentions the release team who's acquired the rights to Gooby. And the end of the article is the Condor releasing team will introduce the title to buyers at AFM, along with recent acquisitions, Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters and Towards Darkness.
Are you saying there's a chance that Gooby could show up in Aqua Teen?
I'm saying that there is the people who exclusively wanted the release rights to the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie film.
Wanted Gooby.
They have Gooby. I don't know who exactly has the rights now because I'm looking.
How much?
How do we
reckon?
crowdfund buying the rights to Gooby?
Listen, I might be a little bit tipsy right now, but I think it would be a smart idea.
Holy shit! No way. No way that I find. I found.
You found the owners?
I found the maybe in fact. Holy shit! I found the ultimate fucking Gooby moment. I need you to know that Wilson Coney Bear is the writer of Goobies.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I found his fucking book on Amazon. Do you want me to just start reading?
What is the book about?
What is
A
the
Feast
book?
of Wolves. The first line, guys, where was Gooby on January 6th? The first line is, there is a guillotine on the steps of the U.S. Capitol building. 300 members of Congress and the Supreme Court are locked in the basement. It's a city divided. It's a new American Civil War.
Stop!
What?
Brendan, you're fucking kidding me right now. We did not just discover that the fucking Gooby guy was in. Where was him?
He wrote American
Where was
Civil
him
War
January
fiction.
6th? Where was he? What? You're fucking
I'm
kidding
pulling
me.
it up.
This-
I gotta post it here.
You have to post. There's no fucking way. Brendan, there's no fucking way.
I posted it there. That's not.
Is that actually? Are we sure it's not another
has to
Wilson
be
Coney
him.
Bear?
Another Wilson Coney Bear. He mentions his writing in film and TV.
An
my
18-foot high guillotine on the steps of the U.S. Capitol. CNN broadcasting the nightmare 24/7.
Holy shit.
Chase 11 people have been appointed reasoners, the last reasonable people left in America. What the fuck?
What have I found?
Is Gooby in this?
Holy shit. What if there is a fucking chapter where a child is watching Gooby?
What is this quote from the Ottawa Citizen? What?
Coney Bear simply wanted to ensure that readers would be in for a wild ride, but then came the events of January 6, 2021. There's a quote on the Amazon page. That's an actual quote.
The book that Coney Bear thought he was writing has taken on an unsettling new dimension.
Is this?
I'm
I'm
so baffled.
He wrote and directed. Wait. He wrote and directed a movie called American Hangman, feature film starring Donald Sutherland in 2019 on Netflix.
Oh shit.
Wait. What?
Is Gooby going to be there?
Oh my God, the Gooby lore runs deep. The children yearn for the goob. I found.
I don't know where to go from here. He's dancing through my brain like Pennywise.
Oh no, Billy, I found his Twitter.
I'm just slack jaw staring at this shit and going, what the fuck? Are we? How many Wilson Coney Bear? No, it is him because it says CBC.
It's him.
Yeah.
It's him.
It says CBC and it's obviously fucking Canadian and it's obviously him who fucking did the. Oh my God. Oh, that is his Twitter, isn't it?
I need to see if he's talked about Gooby at all.
Oh yeah, we need to search his. We need to see if there's any mentions of Gooby.
Oh my God.
No, it's people tweeting at him about Gooby. Oh, in 2019, he was selling the rights to Gooby.
Oh.
People have tried to interview him about Gooby, but he doesn't respond.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, there's other fucking people who are like, we want to purchase the rights to Gooby. Other people are in on that.
But we have the capital.
Well, they tried to get the capital.
I don't think he wants to sell it.
Oh, you're welcome, Billy. That was
I'm fucking unwell tonight.
I am goobed up through the goddamn ages. I am locked in Gooby purgatory.
So who owns Gooby?
I would assume him.
Obviously, the people who own Gooby don't give a shit because
and he clearly doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He's wanting to do political thrillers. So if you're like, hey, I'm a film major, I want to talk about Gooby. He's like, of course, I don't want to talk about Gooby.
I'm a film major and I want to talk about Gooby. Jesus.
Talk! Gooby! Now!
People are tweeting shit like this and no wonder he's not responding.
Oh my god.
We've uncovered a Gooby mystery.
Who the fuck is watching Gooby?
We are! We broke new ground!
Oh man.
Oh god. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be 100% with you. I was like, fuck yeah, we're gonna watch Critters 4. So I took an edible before Critters 4 and it hit me during the beginning of the discussion.
Oh my god.
Because I was so fucking like, oh my god, I'm gonna be high for Gooby. No, I'm high for Gooby.
I feel like I need a checklist of all
I'm so fucked up on Gooby slime right now. I'm fucking locked and loaded in the
you're
Gooby dome.
goobed out.
They're making me.
Gooby's throwing the warm wieners at you right now.
I'm on funny farts and goober gooner memes part 14. I'm fucking.
Death Action 3000 Part 2 wiener.
Let the goob flow.
I'm flowing around like the hot dog kid pisses his pants, man.
My Arrakis, my goob,
My piss.
My goodwill, my marshmallow, my cookie, my willy, my goodwill.
It didn't seem like a movie tailor-made to kill Brendan.
My
Like,
And yet,
we have to
here
do a
we
count.
are.
The mascot horror. I'm trying to be your dad.
The whale.
I'm trying to be your dad horror. Whale came up.
May your gooby chip and shatter.
Never fucking said
Oh,
that.
you're fucked. You're fucked.
Goob Emperor of Doom.
Goob Emperor of Doom.
Goob.
Children of Goob.
If we can get any art, if we get any art
there it
for
is.
this,
I was so close to being like, we might make it to the episode without fucking requests.
can we please get Gooby in the fucking glue trap, but his skeleton is ripping out while he tries to escape.
God.
I want it to look like a fucking spring lock suit and fucking anime.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
I want Gooby to be flesh and bone and muscle.
But he's just
How
stuffing.
much would it cost to commission
He's
somebody to
just
make an
stuffing.
itch.io Gooby horror?
How much money would it cost me?
Can we add Gooby into the Tumnus
Good
tunnels?
Gooby is going into the Tumnus tunnels. No remorse.
We need a roster of characters in the Tumnus tunnels.
Can we just get a fucking like Freddy versus Jason, but it's Gooby versus Tumnus?
Can we buy the rights to Gooby to try to face him off against Mr. Tumnus?
I'm fucking crying. I'm pissing my
Trying to get
pants.
Cicada
I'm
to do the
feeling-
soundtrack for it.
I'm crying.
Fucking J horror soundtrack is Tumnus and Gooby don't duke it out in some sewage pipe.
I'm
Oh god.
I'm crying, but it's not because I'm laughing. It's because I'm genuinely upset.
No, because we're going crazy.
fucking losing it about
I'm
Gooby.
fucking losing it.
He has eyes like fucking Shin Godzilla's first forms.
He does.
He has those fucking soulless deep feet sea fish eyes.
It's so genuinely unsettling. Gooby is genuinely.
Upsetting.
He's upsetting. This is an upsetting movie, and I fucking loved it. By the grocery store chase scene, I was so fucking
That's
on
the thing.
board.
It's pretty slow at first and seems like, oh, this seems like shitty generic. The
The
Pennywise
second
hands are like,
you see Willie in the sky with diamonds, you're like, holy fucking shit, this is awesome.
The hand's like, okay, this is weird.
I think this is the best way to experience the movie, is wait 10 minutes before the movie's take an edible, wait 10 minutes. By the grocery store scene, you will
You're
start to get
dying.
high, and the movie is much better for it.
Let's give you a timestamp. I'll give you a timestamp and then calculate when you're gonna get high.
oh my god. Thing is, I was perfectly fine for this, but I was still going through a fucking episode by that point.
Yeah, see,
because there were
that's
so
what
many
you-
scenes. They're like, am I missing something? Like, No, this is just what's happening.
Right on the dot, 48 minutes. That's when your high needs to start.
Oh, God.
Holy shit, it was only 48. It was 48 minutes. Oh, my.
There were so many Gooby antics. There was the ET, the Wiener fight. There was so much Gooby before that point.
There was
That's
so
'cause
much
nothing
like
happens
time
for the
without
first
Gooby
fucking
too.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
The first 20 minutes, nothing fucking happens.
There's a new Hoonie.
20 minutes, no Goob.
There was a Ban fucking prototype that showed up.
Release the Hoonie cut.
Why? He was scared of the Hoonies too.
Just literally Gooby the Hoonie cut uploaded to YouTube. It's literally like 30 seconds long.
I'm sickened right
If
now.
Vinegar Syndrome re-releases it, they might actually call it the Hoonie cut though.
I'm so fucking sickened by this goddamn movie.
Oh, that was a stinky one.
Is it art or cool?
Fart.
Oh, we're done. Are we already? We're leaving like this?
What
Okay.
what else is there?
What else is there?
It's so circular. We just go.
It is
Hey, remember
circular.
that
Nothing-
scene? And we'll talk about it all over again. Just keep circling.
A gaggle of goobers get goobed. This is trube. I am parsing through the memoirs.
Oh wait, we didn't talk about the Home Depot and how Dad said Gooby is part of the family now, and Mom had to accept it.
The
Mom is
other thing
freaking
is
the
where
fuck
like
out.
Gooby. Oh, this okay. So we didn't really discuss a lot of Eugene Levy, but literally because he's in this movie.
All he
4
does
times.
is Gooby pick.
He tries to teach twice. And then there's 2 Gooby pick scenes, like definitively. Holy shit, we didn't even talk about the credits.
Yeah, that was the most Seth MacFarlane Ted part
Credits.
too.
Oh my! Why was that a thing, dude?
That was
was a
that was like
short
a scene
video
straight out of Ted.
Where Gooby literally serenades Eugene Levy. There's a Home Depot scene where Gooby is in the Home Depot with them, and the dad's like, "This is my business partner, dressed up for the new mascot for Bears, our little lumber company." And people were like, whatever. Eugene Levy is running through this Home Depot trying to find a fucking camera to snap a pic of Gooby, another Gooby pic once again captured within the fold. And then Eugene Levy is standing awkwardly and a forklift picks him up. And for some reason, there's a guy operating the forklift. He sees him. He just picks him up by his belt buckle and the forklift and doesn't even drop him. And he's screaming the whole time like, help me. I'm this power is levied against me. And that's it. Like, he doesn't get his Gooby pick. He's not a real antagonist, which, like, it's a kid's movie. You don't
He just goes,
necessarily
put me
need
down.
an antagonist. He's just a guy.
He's just a nothing character. Nothing happens.
He gets hired. He tries to snap Gooby picks, and then he fucking gets forklifted and serenaded, and he's gone. And the serenading that happens at the end.
It was like the most big band,
so
like, because he likes oldies
fucking-
movies. So it was like
It was like the beginning of Ted
Yes.
2. Yeah.
Oh, he does. That is why, because he
Yeah.
watches the fucking oldies movies.
yeah, he loves that shit. That's all he has on his little TV by the water heater.
So
That did not fucking register in my
just-
brain.
He's like, yeah, let me serenade the guy trying to cap Gooby picks this whole time and give him some candid Gooby shots.
And he doesn't get any picks. He gets scared and runs away, and Gooby's
He
sad,
just
and he
gets
goes,
scared.
I thought my song was good. And he's so sad.
He's so sad, and no pics of the Goobussy. Oh,
Oh.
Gubbus.
the Goobussy. I'm the.
Put your hand in the gob jabbar.
You,
the goob jabbar.
Did you put your hand in the Gooby of fire?
Oh my god.
The goob jabbar.
Harry, did you put your hand in the Gooby of fire?
Paul, put your hand. Put your
Fear
hand.
is the mind killer. You must put your hand in the goob jabbar.
Goob is the mind killer.
Starts throwing wieners at him. The pain! Gooby is truly the Quiznos hat rack.
I'm fucking crying. This fucking the Goob Jabbar. What the fuck? You put your hand in there and it's just a bunch of fucking whippets.
No, it's
Just a bunch of wieners and
Goodwill
marshmallow cookies mashed in your hands.
squished
Mashed in your
around.
hand.
It feels gross.
Why did he try to scare the Hoonies away by putting the cookies on the windowsill? What was the point of that?
Because they're dry ass Goodwill cookies.
He wanted to attract
was
him.
the thought process that they were going to decidedly, deciduously float up into the air towards the windowsill like a pie freshly
think-
baked?
a big smell trail.
I think he was like, an offering for the Hoonies so that they leave me the fuck alone.
Much like a pie that is freshly baked,
Yeah.
I too am freshly fucking baked. My goob, my Gooby, my cookie.
Those kids at school basically were the Fremen.
My life for a goob.
That basically makes Willie more Paul and Gooby is Jessica. He's trying to
Gooby
convince
is
them.
Shawnee. Are you kidding me?
He's your cool friend. Sneak
Gooby
into
is
Death
Shawnee,
Action
bro.
3000 Part 2.
Brendan question.
Oh my
Right.
God, we're here.
What do you do for a Gooby sequel?
I think we lean into Gooby's like, because the easiest part is we do the same shit again with a girl.
I mean, because that's what they set up.
I think we need Gooby tired of the bit, and we need Gooby going on fucked up adventures on his own, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I have a really hot take.
I wanted that train arc so badly.
Okay, Gooby is eternal, right?
Yes.
We can all agree that Gooby will literally never fucking
There was the
die.
line in the
That's
movie where
highly
Gooby
implied.
says, I am ceaseless, much like the void. He says that
Yeah.
to Willie, I remember.
He looks directly into the camera and says that.
He says that to you, the audience.
Yeah, he points at you and he says your name and it's
He said my
unique for
full name
everybody
and
so
watching
fucked
it.
your number.
It's fucked up that he just has your IP address, and I watched this movie through Discord.
On my end, he said Billy, and on your end, he said Mandy and Brendan.
Yeah.
So that was fucked.
And he read up
Either
our
way.
separate social security numbers.
Our address, it's fucked up that full 50-minute scene where Gooby calls my mom and it split screens my mom in the movie.
Split diopter shot with your mom.
It fucked me up crazy style.
She's in the background. Either way, he's eternal, cannot die. Gooby in space.
That's just Critters 4.
Gooby in Space is like a 4 or 5 movie.
That's a Critter.
No.
That's Critters 4.
Oh, okay, fine.
That's
Gooby
the
in
movie we
Space
don't
has to
get
be
to
I'm
farther
see.
sorry.
down.
I guess it takes 2 movies to jump the shark for fucking Gooby.
It does. But can I propose to a better 4th movie for Gooby?
I'm so scared.
Gooby meets the Lava Men.
The Lava Men? Can you elaborate
why I
on this
would
one?
propose this aperitif of apathy that I call Gooby. Why I would propose Gooby meeting the Lava Men is you just play it 100% straight like a Gooby's movie, but Gooby is helping a lava child and throughout the movie slowly burning.
Oh my god.
What?
And underneath revealing the animatronic and flesh melded together to Springtrap
talking
Hagrid.
about? I don't think he's an animatronic. I think he's just like that.
Gooby gets a gun. He shoots a police officer. Gooby in jail.
How about for the No, I think he would just commit suicide by cop. But for the sequel, I think
He
would.
tried. Remember those cops just had
Oh,
flashlights?
he did
and they
try.
left?
That's right. I think for the sequel, instead of following a kid, they would actually follow Gooby versus the Hoonies. Just straight up go to the Hoonie motherland
This is like Wonka.
and destroy their spice.
Gooby versus the
Destroy their
unknown.
spice. Destroy the Hoonie spice. Yeah, I love the scene when Gooby threatened their spice with the Goob House Atomics.
Fucking Frank Herbert's Gooby.
Frank Herbert's Goob. This is the fucking worst.
Put on the still suit, Gooby.
Okay, but actually though, I think that no, I don't want fucking Gooby.
Your
to
wieners.
fucking
Your
He's
wieners.
like, there's so
They're
much
tucked in the
milk
bun
in
in
my
Chicago
fur, so-
fashion.
Listen, if they are making a sequel, don't rethread the same ground. Make it about fighting the Hoonies because there weren't enough fucked up
Introduce a
CGI Garden
Gooby
of
with
Band
tits.
monsters.
No.
Oh my god!
Put
Oh my
a
god!
I don't
Gooby
want
with tits
girl
in the
Gooby.
sequel.
We need Goobet.
No, we don't. We don't.
Goobet needs to happen. Give us
we need
Goobet
Gooby and
now.
Goobet, and we need them to fuck.
We need a 45-minute sex scene with
You
Gooby
can't.
and Goobet.
You can't because Gooby's a parasite who's implied to replace the dads of children.
Oh, shit, true.
I think Gooby's only implied to fuck human
You
women.
think parasites can't fuck?
No, I think there shouldn't be a female Gooby. He just latches onto a family and like replaces their dad, and then he moves on.
And then he fucks them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gooby
is
Gooby
just a-
thing. Gooby thing. Wait a minute. I thought of a Gooby thing. I thought of
just the
Gooby thing. Okay.
Yes.
Scene at the end of Gooby where it's a director's
Yeah.
cut, right? Or like you fuck it up. You make it a horror movie at the very end of Gooby. And you keep the movie exactly the same until the very end. Where instead of Gooby moving on, right? Gooby is talking to the dad in the secret hole room. Gooby slowly envelops the dad and then spits out a
Absorbs
fresh
him.
skeleton from the back as he moves
Oh my
through the
God.
dad like a liquid
Oh
jelly.
my god! God.
And then the dad becomes bones and fucking dies. And the movie plays exactly the same where Gooby says, I must move on. But he changes one line. New father frontiers await me, Willie.
Father frontiers await me.
They do kind of imply that though, because Eugene Levy, when he tries to get the Gooby pick, he's like, your scarf is fucking tucked in Montreal fashion. How would you know that? And Gooby says it seemed the proper way.
It's so...
I feel ill.
Gooby should gain knowledge from eating and consuming other people's fathers.
Gooby gets visions of the future, and he has to decide which paths he should act on. Whose dad can he be in this universe?
Whose dad must he eat? What is the strongest way for Gooby?
Man, I fucking hate the fact that he has to eat them. I don't want a suspiciously dad-shaped Gooby.
The way he said, I liked being your dad, and it played that love song about looking into someone's eyes while you make love was incredibly fucking strange. I like being your dad. Because before that point, we were joking like, haha, maybe he's trying to become his dad and like replace his dad. And then we saw that scene. We were already floating dad replacement vibes.
What was the greatest part about this movie for me was that it did play it safe and like
it played it safe.
It played it safe at the end, and it went through like the old rigmarole of like a children's movie on a low budget with like a shitty concept. But there were moments in the movie that genuinely made it feel like it could switch tones at any point.
Yes.
And I think that is an achievement within itself, is that you know that it's going to play it straight.
There are scenes that are just straight up horror, dude.
Like when he swings by the window after their fight, it was kind of terrifying.
And it was like
because there are 3 moments where he comes out of total darkness.
Yes.
And it is much like when I was in Chicago and Mandy appeared out of just total thin air. It was the appearance of the goob that truly shook me to my core.
This all happened. Every scene of this happened.
Every moment we were living every goob in time. All at once. This movie wasn't like watching a movie. I feel like we experienced Goobvana and we absorbed every scene all at once within the span of 1 second. And now we're just discussing taking all of that in.
It's just so dense.
I feel sick because there's so it sounds like we're just making shit up. But
no, we're not. We are a little bit, but I mean, not the whole time.
It's mostly true.
It's mostly true. Goob. What do you think, besides Monster Hunter, what do you think Gooby's favorite game is?
Oh my God.
What? What do you fucking mean?
Monster Hunter?
Real quick.
What are you doing?
Besides from Monster Hunter, what do you think Goob likes to play?
I don't fucking know.
What do you think Goob likes?
Manhunt.
What would you do?
Hitman?
Manhunt.
Okay, and last Brendan question, I swear to fucking God. I swear to God.
Puppet Master free MMO thing.
What animal would you want to goob at you?
Goob at me.
If you had your own personal goob.
I don't want that.
For a horrible time in your childhood.
A big bear is perfectly fine.
It's cool. I'm going to be writing some stuff for Perilous after
Oh,
this,
fuck
so
off.
it's good to know actually your opinion.
What are you going to do? Fucking give us some
I don't want a personalized Gooby experience.
You're going to be so mad if I personalize Goob.
If you're going to goob me, just be a straight fucking up demon. I don't give a shit for your nice teeth.
Gooby is basically like, what if Mary Poppins was an alcoholic child molester?
And where's the lie?
That's it. It's just he doesn't even really fix anything directly like Mary Poppins.
All I'm saying is this movie needed a wrestler.
Kid's life.
Yeah.
He fucks this kid's life up, and then
he moves on to the next child.
This is, oh my God, this is fucking what's the word for that? I'm so fucked with goob knowledge. The word for the syndrome when
nice and goobing around.
The syndrome for when you're the victim, but then you grow attached to your Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
This movie is Stockholm syndrome because Gooby is the problem. If Gooby was gone from this kid's life, he'd be fine.
He wouldn't be screaming about Hoonies or Noonies or Goobies or Doobies or Epstein Island. Everything would be normal.
I see Hoonies.
Eugene Levy wouldn't be ranting about his whale fan fictions or trying to get Gooby pics.
And then here's the thing. Brendan Fraser, he looks at the camera and he says,
the one thing we know for sure might not have happened was that he might not have gotten friends because Gooby turned into a demon and made Big Bruce piss himself in the wiener costume.
That's the only fucking thing.
And pretended to be his dad so that they could get into the R-rated movie.
Yes. I'm your dad now.
I'm your dad. I like being your dad.
I built this car for you, kid.
Assimilate to me core, Willie. The final fuse is in me core.
Push the cube into my chest, Willie. Sam Witwicky.
Willie, you must use your drone to press 3 synchronous buttons. Use your drone, Willie.
Enlist now in the Goob
Inject
army.
the Juvanium. Be a part of the Goober army today and
Goob
join
army.
PST for a grand Goob adventure. 24 hours of
Play
Goob.
the sound on a tape recorder and record my responses to see if I'm defective or not.
Oh my god. All right. Is it cool or art?
It's fart. Brendan's right. It's fart.
Fart.
How do you... I don't...
Are we allowed?
I don't know with this
We're
one.
allowed to break it's fucking April 1st. We're allowed to break the system as a little
Because I can't decide between art
I
or cool. It's
genuinely
fucking
cannot.
baffling.
It's Gooby.
It's just Gooby.
It's Gooby.
Like, there's art and there's cool. It has both and they're at random. I can't pick one.
What's art?
The weird
Cinema
shots
scene.
of like Gooby leaving the theater, the flying soccer ball. When Gooby takes him to Silent Hill and he talks about the secret boy holes and talks about the treehouse.
Every boy has a secret hole.
So much art.
I'm never going to be able to forget every boy has a secret hole for the rest of
That's
my
right.
fucking
We
We
life.
forgot about
hole.
Big Bruce saying he had a troll hole in the hallway.
Oh my god.
He had an actual troll hole for Willie.
It's because you gotta pay. He literally says you gotta pay the troll toll if you want to pass, which no bully would fucking call himself a
Which
troll.
Willie didn't pay. He's like, you're 4 days of interest behind my troll toll.
We immediately the boys. soul.
Big Bruce just called himself a dumbass troll.
He's like, I'm fuck. It's such a movie written by somebody who would write weird Capitol Riot shit. Like,
Oh my god.
there is a universe wherein Gooby became Cool Cat.
I don't want that elaborated. I don't want a Gooby franchise.
There could have been a Gooby straight to DVD franchise. We
Thank
could have
God
gotten
there's not.
Gooby teaches you gun safety. Man, Gooby teaches you gun safety would be really fucking good.
Okay,
Dude.
you're selling it out. You're selling it to me a little bit because I like the idea of Gooby looking
Gooby
straight down the
protects
barrel
you
of a
from edged
shotgun.
weapons.
Gooby whipping out a fucking glicky. I'm gonna vomit.
You'll have problems at school, Willie, and my little
good
friend
with
here
it.
can do the talking for you.
Oh god,
Now
Jesus.
first, you're gonna want to goob your car. A lot of people get all the way to the goob without having started their car. I'm
Oh
jumbo
my
joshing
God.
you. That's goob humor.
Like Gooby would only give terrible advice. It's
Just jumbo
can't
joshing. I'm
reference that.
jumbo joshing around. Don't worry.
I'm just
jumbo joshing.
we can't have Gooby looking in the barrel of a rifle for gun
This is
safety.
incomprehensible. People are listening to this. They don't understand a single fucking thing we're talking
And
about.
then they'll watch Gooby and go, it doesn't make much
Still-
more sense.
This was still more coherent than the Tremors section.
oh,
Man, did I
God.
tell you I fucking forgot about Twink Grinch and I found Twink Grinch again?
What? Where? Why?
Somebody reminded me about Himbo Grinch from the Game Boy Advance game.
I don't want to remember that. Grinch.
Oh, sexy Grinch.
Yes.
Sexy Grinch.
I
Yeah,
remember.
You love sexy. Yeah.
Game Boy
Game Boy Sexy Grinch.
Okay, if you draw anything,
God.
please draw Gooby in the Grinch's sexy Tumblr man pose from the Grinch
From the Game Boy Color. Oh,
You'll know
my
what it is
God.
because it's the one where he has
impossible
fuck
not
me
to know.
eyes.
I don't want people to give Gooby fuck
Give
me
Gooby-
I
eyes.
don't want
Brendan.
that. He has deep sea
I-
fish eyes. Gooby looks like a
The
fucking
more
viper.
that
He looks
Mandy
like he should have
doesn't
been in
want it,
Dagon.
the more that we crave Gooby cussy shot.
I don't like the inverse energy with
Gooby
Gooby.
is a fucking old
don't
god.
like this at all.
Mandy Gooby only strengthens me. I am empowered by the Gooby.
You're so fucked.
Fucking Goom Jabbar is actually fucking breaking me.
Jabbar is going to be the end of my life.
Fucking losing it. Fart. It's fart. It's fart.
Okay,
I
fine.
I
It's
bid you
fart.
a
You look at that fucking goob cave he had and tell me it's
I bid you a goob.
goob
Did
cave.
you just say I bid you
He
a
had 3
goob?
separate goob
I
caves.
did say I bid you a goob.
Thanks for listening. This episode would not have been possible without the help from our patrons, such as Alan Diver, Arta Vaughan, Beck Davis, Pure, Bland But Funny, Boopaloo, Brain Soup, Caffeine Addicted Chemist, Cassandra Crash, Chris Chapman, Christian Van Engen, Delling City, Dog Named Bear, DX Studios, Echo Stalker, Eric Scott Gillies, Ethereal, Generic Phoenix, Guy Beam, Handsome Destiny, Kawaii Boy Toy, Lambda Man, Leo the Geotech, Mediocre Client, Mr. Shirt, Random Diamonds, Rocco the Raccoon, Smeet Mono, Spherical May, The Frost Days, Ulbert, Winnie Rab, and Will 9455. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.